Hello and welcome again to the Friday Wrap for August 19th. It was a pretty busy week around the village, and you'll never guess where I'm filming right now. But that's okay. I'll tell you all about it when I'm done. As I mentioned, a pretty busy week, starting with the Plan Commission meeting this week that met on Monday. They had requests and discussed everything from a request from Mars Chocolate, who wanted to install some rooftop equipment, to a request from the Spectrum Senior Living Center. They covered also subjects on sewer systems and front yard walls, as well as an informal presentation, again, by David Weekly Homes, about a possible Savoy Club-like development over by the Marriott. It's all up for discussion, but if you'd like to get more additional information, just go to our village website for complete minutes, and we'll keep you posted as we progress. Also, the police department would like to give you 5 tips on how to prevent automobile theft. It's important for you to know that there's a gang of out of Chicago that have been hitting DuPage County. They've stolen over 60 vehicles, but only 2 in Burr Ridge so far. One in July, one in August, and one has already been recovered. Very important for you to be very extra cautious. Here are the 5 tips from the Deputy Chief. Number 1, of course, keep your vehicle locked at all times. Number 2 is to make sure you don't keep your keys in the car, or even more importantly these days, a little key fob that sometimes you forget if you're going out, if you valet your car. Sometimes the key fob is in the car or in the garage. By all means, don't leave those in plain sight. Don't leave them in the vehicles. Also, 3, don't leave your car running unattended. Number 4, don't leave any valuables in your car, especially if they're visible. Thieves like to break the windows just for everything from change to computers to purses. And also call 911 immediately if you have any suspicions. Sometimes you might feel like you should or shouldn't, but your gut feeling says to call. By all means, please do. Dial 911, and I've done it myself, even before mayor and as mayor. But don't think twice. That's what they're there for. If you think any suspicious activity, please let them know. By the way, most of these are occurring in the middle of the night. They're looking for cars that are unlocked and breaking into cars out in the driveway most frequently of late. So, also this week, we had a Secretary of State Motor Vehicles driver's facility. It was actually in the village. I'm telling you about this now just as a cue up for next time, because it's very convenient in order to get your driver's license renewed, to get also the stickers, vision screening, ID cards, as well as duplicated or corrected driver's licenses. So they come here 2 or 3 times a year. By all means, we will keep you posted on that too. This week, we also had a very important anniversary in the village for one of our employees, our finance director, an IT guy, Jerry Sapp, celebrated 20 years with the village, and there was a special little luncheon and get together in the village boardroom just yesterday. That was awesome to see so many different staff and department heads there to help him celebrate. He received a very nice mantle clock to commemorate it. But you know what? As a side note, not a day goes by and I don't think of the unsung heroes of the village, staff that are here every day. They're really doing the heavy lifting to make this village such a very special place for so many years. Some have been with us for 5, 10, 20, 30 years, and it's just very, very impressive. And my thanks go out to them. I'm sure from you, from myself, of course, but from all residents. Also, this past weekend, I went to 2 celebrations for the Celebrate Indian Independence Day. One was a actual parade out in Naperville. I was joined there by the Lieutenant Governor, as well as the Oak Brook Mayor Paul Jepsen, the Naperville Mayor Steve Chirico, who's the actual host for the event, as well as Ruben Panetta from West Chicago. That was phenomenal. That was followed by a concert by the Grand Marshal of the parade, Sanidri Chauhan, who was basically the #1 singer in India, equivalent of our Adele here. She put on a phenomenal concert from 15,000 to 20,000 people. That was actually sponsored by Wintrust Bank and Trust. That was pretty neat. Also, on a personal note, I'm sorry, I mentioned one other thing. I went downtown for the Indian Independence Day reception with the Consul General of India. That was also a great event at the Chicago Cultural Center. It was attended by many representatives from various states, including Minnesota, Missouri, as well as Governor Pence sent some people. So it was an amazing event, and be sure to check out the pictures. On a personal note, this morning my wife and I attended the funeral and a luncheon for Ernie Grove, a Burr Ridge resident. The funeral was actually held at St. Isaac Joe's Church, and the luncheon over at the Drake Hotel. You know, it was amazing. Just a couple weeks before he passed away, I started reading a book he had given me called Patriotic Leaders of the Church, and I want to thank him so much of what I learned so much about the church and about the leaders and the patriotism that have been displayed in this country over the last 200 years by various members of the church. And just Ernie, thank you and God bless you, and we miss you. So, but in any case, as I mentioned before, I'm filming from somewhere where you may not know where it's at, but I'll tell you right now. It's from Kirsten's Bakery. I'd like to introduce you to Paul Jepsen.
Hi, Mayor.
Paul,
how are you today?
Nice to see you again. Appreciate it. And maybe you can tell the listeners a little bit about the bakery.
Well, we're here now, coming up next month on our 27th year. We're one of the original stores in this center, and we're happy to be here, and we're happy to serve all the loyal customers in Burr Ridge and the surrounding area. For those of you that don't know, we're a full-line bakery. Our niche in the industry is our authentic Danish stuff. Both Kirsten and I are first generation from Denmark, and we actually won first place in the United States for our Danish kringle. And on a personal note to the people in Burr Ridge, as many of you know, we're all a family here. We did lose our son a month ago today, and we want to thank everyone for all the outpouring of love, prayers, and support that you've shown us. Thank you.
Paul, thank you. God bless you. We love you. And we appreciate the opportunity to be here today, and thank you for sharing that with us. I enjoy coming here for lunch too, but your goods are unbelievable here. My daughter will be here this week, and once again, your thoughts and prayers, and we appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Mayor.
Okay. All right. Thanks again for joining us. That's a wrap.